From Eric. If Drysdale eventually develops into a top pair defenseman, realistically a good number 2, and Bonk into a good number 4, do you think the current D-core could be a competent Stanley Cup-caliber defense? Is York, Sanheim, Drysdale, Bonk a good enough top 4 without a true number 1 top pairing D-man?
Yes.
I think we just saw in Florida, like, they obviously, like, they have really good players. Aaron Ekblad was a number 1 overall, and he's not even like their number 1 guy in terms of ice time. I think you can do it without that guy, but goddamn, it's so much easier when you have the 30-minute dude, and it's just like, yeah, we only have to figure out half the game. Half the game's accounted for.
But I think
I don't know if. Do you think this top 4? I mean, it really. I guess you have to stretch your imagination of what you think Bonk and Drysdale could be.
I know.
Last thing, I think Charlie's brought this up on the show before. Like that number 1 30-minute, Alex Pietrangelo defenseman is not, it kind of doesn't fully exist anymore. I feel like the defense is more like defense by committee, like team defense, more than relying on one guy to be like the guy on defense. Like there's no real Chris Pronger.
Those dudes are legit superstars.
Yeah.
Like Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes, Roman Yossi, Adam Fox.
But even those 2 guys are not like the old model of number 1 defenseman.
No.
So I just kind of feel like you can make it happen with 4 really good defensemen kind of sharing more equally. And in some ways, it might be better than having to ride one guy 30 minutes a game.
Because when that guy gets hurt,
you're fucked.
You don't have it anymore.
No, you're totally screwed.
Your number 5, who plays 2 minutes, now has to play 15, and he's incapable. So, yeah, maybe that is a better. I don't know if York, Sanheim, Drysdale, Bonk checks that box for me.
I'm with you there. And we're going to find out more this year about a lot of these guys.
I have no idea.
That's it's so much about Jamie Drysdale.
Yeah, he's got to be something, and hopefully he is.
I mean, listen, if York and Sanheim take another step, that has to make you feel a little bit better. Because they took a big step last year.
I just like how much more, like what
Sanheim's like 20. Maintain. That's
he's 28 years. No,
I don't think he's going to get better.
He needs to put together 2 good years in a row.
Yeah, he's got to maintain.
Like, there's a reason he's won most improved twice and could have won it a third time. It's because he has bad years after good years. Right. And he needs to have consistency in the seasons he puts together, I think, more than anything. But, like, he's 27, 28. How much? It's not like he has anywhere to get better. Like, he is what he is at this point.
He's just got to be good.
But I guess Cam York could.
He's got to step.
But besides, like, offense, what else you need from Cam York?
I think the next part of his game is consistent offense.
Yeah.
That's to be what he wants to be. Like, you need to put up some points. You need to have point. And I know there's so much more to it than that. But if you're a top pair guy, you factor in on the score sheet. And I don't think he did enough last year. But he did develop other parts of his game. And if that comes along, they just so badly need someone to be on the power play. Hopefully it can be Drysdale. But they just don't have. It was fucking Igor Zamula last year. And he was the best by far at it. That's not good.
They got it.
Well, if you ask the Flyers, it's Hunter McDonald, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hunter McDonald's gonna save us. I forgot.
Yeah,
that's our number 1.
He's probably Chris Pronger. Someone tweeted me and was like, "Is he a Pronger type?" And I don't know if they were being the sarcastic thing. Like, you have to go back to World War II to find a defenseman that won an MVP not named Chris Pronger or Bobby Orr. And it's like, oh, is he a Pronger type? No.
Yes. Hunter McDonald is the next Chris Pronger.
Yeah. Before we get this last question in, I just want to say thank you very much to our diehards who contributed, both just joining us every day, contributing to Discord, all that stuff. So absolutely love the diehards out there. And this is our last Twitter question from today's mailbag. What do we think about Noah Cates? Does he have another step in him? Didn't notice him much last season. I think he's a really good fourth liner.
Yeah. A very good fourth liner who, if necessary, can play up to the third. That's about it. But however, that's not a knock on him. No. You need those dudes.
Need those guys.
He's very good at that.
And when you have like a 5th round pick who turns into a good NHLer, that's a win.
Yes, 100%.
He did score some the season before last, and you think all right, 39 points, but they had no centers.
Yeah.
That's just pure volume.
He
and
played a lot.
If you're playing him enough for him to score that much, you have a very bad team.
Yes.
As we saw. And that's why they picked 7th.
Right. Right.
I just another step, maybe him, because I saw today, I think Hathaway had media availability to talk about his contract extension. And he said he really liked playing with Ryan Poehling. And I like that line a lot. I think that is a fourth line that you can put out in the playoffs, and they are not a liability.
Nope.
If it's Poehling, Hathaway, and Cates,
it's a great fourth line.
set it and forget it.
Yeah.
That is a fourth line.
Like real good.
But I don't
love that
want
line.
them playing any more than that. That's what I think of Noah Cates.
Ryan Poehling going to be your top line center, babe.
I mean, there's going to be times where Ryan Poehling and Matvei Michkov are on the ice together. Prepare yourselves
gonna be awesome.
for this.
That's gonna be
Like
fun.
that shit's gonna happen.
Poehling's speedy ass feeding him the puck.
Listen,
I'm into it. Let's go.
Matvei Michkov could do a lot worse than Ryan
Sure
Poehling,
could.
who scored a hat trick in his debut. I bet you Michkov doesn't do that game 1. You know. So Poehling has
Wow.
that going.
Way not to believe in him, Bill. Jeez.
No, listen, who the hell knows how this is gonna go? Like Michkov is gonna be out there. Like the dudes, it's like, oh yeah, we put him out there with Frost, but on the left wing is Nick Deloria.
I just can't wait until the first game when he gets benched. Like, I'm going to take off work to make sure I'm on the show after that happens because it's going to be awesome.
Oh man, but yeah, Noah Cates,
He's good.
I don't need
at
him to
what
take
he
a-
is.
yeah.
He's good for what he is. He's good.
But he's a good forechecker.
Big body.
Yeah, he can play
like him.
wing and center. You don't really want him at center, but he can do it. I don't need more out of him.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hopefully his
Vibes.
next contract is this or less. Like the 2.65 might be a little rich, but for a fourth liner, but
I wouldn't go more than
you
that. But
can
if it's
play
the
him in
same,
the
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
You need to be able to find these guys and not pay them a ton.
Yeah.
But you did draft and develop him, and he's an NHLer, and he's a decent one. But in terms of another step,
No, I think this is what he is.
I think he is
dude.
what he is.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all silly like the mayor.